Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yo, what's good, original crew? It's your boy DJ New Kid, your girl.
Sierra Nicole.
We're back on the channel with another
Kid and C original.
You gonna look at me? Yeah, look at yourself.
I did that so that she won't feel.
Shawty.
Okay.
No. But welcome back to the channel, man. Hey, we got most dangerous trees you should never touch. Hey, we get people on our videos from all over the world. So let us know where y'all from, or let us know if y'all came across some of these trees that y'all should never touch. We don't know.
We don't know.
It's people all over the world checking out videos on YouTube. Mm-hmm. People done tapped in and said shout out to where they from. So shout out to where you from today. Mm-hmm. Let us know. But with that being said, before we get into this one, as always, make sure y'all check out the links in the description box down below. You already know where to go if you want to further support. You can always just check down below. We also always salute comment of the day. So highly appreciate y'all comments, man.
Salute to you.
Keep running them up. But also, make sure y'all like this video. I ain't gonna tell you no more. One day we gotta get a video that everybody who watched the video likes the video. That's the number one goal. We want a 10,000 view video with 10,000 likes. And we ain't gonna stop until we get there. So with that being said, man, it's most dangerous trees you should never touch. Ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. Let's check it out. Let's see what it's about, man.
Hi, Charlie here. Where would we be without trees? Trees produce oxygen that gives the planet life. On the other hand though, these trees will take your life. If you ever see these trees out in the wild, then stay well away. Just brushing past one or standing near to one could be enough to end your life. From trees with exploding fruit, to a tree with sap so corrosive it can melt metal. Let's get into it. Ghost tree. The ghost trees of Pakistan are a very mysterious phenomena. You may wonder what the ghostly white coverings on these trees actually are. Well, they're actually millions of very thick spider webs. When there is flooding in the local areas, these spiders climb up these trees to get away from the water. Because they have nowhere else to go, they make all of their webs in the trees. And this totally covers the trees in thick webs. The monsoon season can last for months in Pakistan. So that's why these spiders live and breed inside these trees for a long period of time. Normally their webs would be spread out over a large area as spiders move quite a lot. But because they're stuck in these trees for months on end, the webs really build up. It is rather beautiful and elegant in a way, but you would really not want to get caught in one of these webs. In 2012, there were lots of spider trees near the big city of Karachi. You may think that locals would be horrified with these spider trees being so nearby, but they actually had a positive effect and saved many lives. That's because thousands of the deadly mosquitoes that normally invade the village got stuck in the spiders' webs. I guess you always have to look on the bright side. Sandbox tree. You don't have to be a tree expert to know.
Oh, my phobia. That is nasty.
That you should stay well away from this tree. That's because it's covered in large spikes. It doesn't matter if you're a human or an animal. If you go too near to this tree, then your life will be over. This tree is nicknamed the monkey no climb. That's because monkeys are unable to climb up the spikes. And if they tried to, then they would not be alive for very long. The sandbox tree can be found in tropical regions of the Americas, and has also been found in African countries such as Tanzania. But it's not just the spikes that make this tree so dangerous. The fruits on this tree are literally explosive. That's right, when this tree's fruit gets ripe, it explodes. This can catapult its seed all around. These seeds have been known to fly more than 330 feet from the tree. This is enough to seriously injure any human or animal who's nearby. Some locals to these trees nicknamed them the dynamite tree for this reason. This tree really is a double threat. Not only does it have sharp spikes, but it also has explosive fruit. Manchineal tree. If you ever see a tree with this red line around it, then stay well away. That's because it's a warning that it's a Manchineal tree. This is the most toxic and poisonous tree on the planet. This tree produces a very toxic fruit. Every part of this tree can kill you. The branches, leaves, and fruit are all incredibly dangerous. Every part of the tree contains a milky white sap. This is incredibly corrosive to human skin. You can expect it to melt your skin within seconds. This sap can even dissolve metal. Some have even made the mistake of eating the fruit from these trees. And so far, no one who's done this has lived to tell the tale. Not only does it poison you, but it also closes your airways. It will stop you from breathing within minutes. You should not even stand underneath this tree when it's raining. That's because the sap will mix with the rainwater and land on you. This will poison anyone who stands underneath it, and also possibly be corrosive to your skin. This tree is found in southern North America, Central America, and the Caribbean. In Spanish, this tree is known as Árbol de Muerte. That means the tree of death. Thankfully, if these trees are anywhere near people, they have a red ring around them. That is a warning that you should stay well away from these trees. If a leaf even blew off this tree and landed on your skin, then it could be enough to end your life. Shipworm tree.
The fact that you can't even but I wonder how they suit up to even put the red around the tree. Like, do they suit up for precaution? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I guess as long as they don't touch the tree.
But I'm saying, even if the leaves fall on you, I wonder, do they like suit up?
Yeah,
like take a full suit.
That's crazy.
These things look like something from a H.P. Lovecraft novel, but they actually exist in real life. Shipworm trees are trees which contain shipworms. These are one of the scariest creatures in the world. They're not actually worms, but clams. They burrow into underwater trees. If you ever see a tree or piece of wood underwater, then stay well away. That's because they could be infested with shipworms. If you go too near, then these could burrow out of the tree and into your arms or legs instead. I can't think of anything more gruesome than that. These shipworms eat things very quickly. They are known to totally consume entire sunken ships, and that's why they've been dubbed the termites of the sea. Make sure you guys subscribe and press the notification bell. If you do it, then you'll get good luck all year. Bloodwood tree. You may think trees are not able to bleed, but you'd be wrong. Cut into one of these trees and red sap will come out of it. This looks amazing but scary at the same time. The bloodwood tree can be found in southern Africa. If a branch is ever cut off one of these trees, then this red sap will ooze out. But amazingly, this works to repair the tree. The sap will quickly harden and repair the tree. In some African countries, the sap from this tree is used as a natural medicine.
That's why I figured, I was like, if it probably is edible or consumable for, because, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that is typically a natural healer.
Murda tree. This tree is called the Sabera odula, but it's better known as the murder tree. That's because this tree could be the perfect murder weapon. The tree has taken many lives in India, but they've all been incredibly convenient and hard to detect. The tree nor its fruit is actually poisonous, but the seeds within its fruit are. Sometimes people eat the Sabera odulam's fruit. This is edible and safe, but what they did not realize was how deadly the seeds are. The seeds contain a toxic chemical known as cerberin. Cerberin slows your heart rate right down. This means that blood stops pumping inside you and you eventually pass away. But it's very hard for any coroner to detect how this happened. You would need a great detective to work out if someone passed away from one of these trees' seeds. The seeds are also so small they're practically invisible. This is a good lesson to not eat any mysterious fruit you see from odd trees. It could end up being your last meal. Zombie tree. The angel's trumpet is also known as the zombie tree. It is very poisonous to both humans and animals, and it can turn you into a zombie. It basically puts you into a paralyzed state if you go too near to it. The tree is incredibly toxic. One TikTok user accidentally smelt a flower from this tree, and before long they had gone into a zombie-like trance. They also experienced hallucinations. They were only near the tree for seconds, so thankfully they were okay. But every part of this tree is poisonous. Too much exposure to it can lead to muscle weakness, convulsions, paralysis, memory loss, and even death.
Why would she even go to smell something that you don't have a clue? Well, that's a lot of people do that.
It just looks like a
beautiful little flower.
Yeah.
So something you probably would have just walked up to.
I feel like these are so pretty. Like, if you don't know.
You would have did the same thing. Like,
I mean,
and then next day you, I would have been like, did I tell you?
It may be called the angel's trumpet. After all, it can literally turn a human into a zombie. Streechnein tree. This tree is also known as the poison nut tree. It is native to India and has incredibly poisonous seeds. They are hairy, round, and very flat. 15% of them are made of streechnein. This is a chemical which is often used in rat poison. However, some make the mistake of eating these. The tree's bark and leaves also contain poisonous compounds. But most of the people who pass away from this tree don't even touch it. They simply breathe nearby and inhale the very toxic chemicals. I think I'll be holding my breath next time I go to any forest.
wow.
Bunnier pine. Bunnier pine trees may look amazing, but if you ever see one, then you should run away fast. These trees can be over 50 meters tall, but you should also stay around 50 meters away from them. Its branches are covered with very sharp spikes. The Bunnier pine also develops gigantic spiky cones. These can weigh more than 10 kilograms. When they get too heavy, they fall off the big trees, and onto anyone who's standing below. These have been known to smash cars and also really injure anyone who they hit. But now it's time to make your voice heard. Comment below which
Ooh, hey.
Let me see, which one was...
I think the dopest one was the blood tree.
Oh, yeah.
Blood tree, but the one that's the most scariest for me was the one, either
the one that had the marks.
Yeah, the marks, or the one that got the spikes where the fruit explode.
Oh, okay.
Those two was the ones for me. I'm just like, I would stay as far away from those as possible because I ain't trying to get hit by no exploding fruit or be running and accidentally fall into a tree. Or, ooh, that's a good way. Well, I ain't putting no ideas or hurt somebody, but you know what I'm saying? You'll be walking and be like, hey, fool. You know what I'm saying? Then push them into the tree. And they be, That's some stuff you would do, though.
No,
you would try to trip me into a tree, and I'll be like,
I would not.
I'll be like, fool.
I would not do that. I'm not that mean of a person. Whatever.
Hey, man. Yes.
No.
Which one was worse? Those two?
Probably the one with the marks, the red.
Yeah.
And then probably, is this the one where it's falling and it can hit you in the head? Right. This
one.
Yeah.
The
or
fruit, the
which
heavy
one's
fruit.
the one that you can like just be standing next to and be breathing or in the area?
Oh, I can't remember that one.
It was the one before this one.
Yeah.
It's probably be that one and then the one with the red marks.
Oh, you scared of all of them. You just like, I was just trying to stay away.
Yeah, I was just trying. But I did like the blood tree.
The little old tree and the pine cone
Anything
tree.
that's healing, honey. I like
the blood tree, though. But with that being said, man, let us know in the comment section down below which one y'all think was the coolest tree, which one y'all think like the tree that y'all with at all, man. Let us know in the comment section down below. But as always, I do go by the name DJ New Kid. This is
Sierra Coast.
We are.
Kid is
We are, y'all.
Go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar, 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 dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar, 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 dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.